As a licensed therapist, I've seen how much little things matter, especially when they go unnoticed. So in this video, I want to walk you through 10 small habits that often fly under the radar, but have a real impact on your mental health. And I'll give you something simple to try for each one. Let's start with one that almost all of us do. Number 1, scrolling your phone first thing in the morning. Most people grab their phone before they even sit up in bed. And in that moment, your brain is immediately pulled into things you weren't ready for. Text from work, bad news, someone else's perfect vacation photos. This forces your nervous system into reaction mode. You haven't even taken a breath and already your brain is responding to information that has nothing to do with your life in that moment. It robs you of that quiet space between sleep and the day. Space your brain needs to gradually activate and reset. So what can you try instead? Give yourself 30 minutes before picking up your phone. That could mean brushing your teeth, having a glass of water, petting your dog, something that connects you back to your body and your environment first. The world can wait half an hour and your brain will thank you for it. Number 2, staying inside all day. When people tell me they feel disconnected, anxious, or like the days are just blurring together, I always ask about their relationship with the outdoors. Spending too much time inside can make your world feel smaller. It reduces your exposure to natural light, which affects sleep, it limits your movement, and it cuts off that subtle but powerful sense of rhythm that we get from being around life. People walking, leaves moving, even the sound of birds. Staying inside can also reinforce avoidance. You start skipping things not because you don't want to do them, but because the effort to leave feels too heavy. So what can you try instead? Even just 5 minutes outside can shift something. Walk to the mailbox, step onto your balcony, sit up by the front door with your coffee, reconnect with the world even just briefly. Number 3, constantly watching the news. There's a big difference between being informed and being emotionally flooded. And unfortunately, most news media isn't designed to inform, it's designed to capture attention through urgency and distress. When you're constantly absorbing fear-based headlines, conflict, and tragedy, your nervous system starts reacting as if you're in danger. You feel restless, anxious, or numb, and often don't realize why. You might also feel like a strange guilt, like if you don't keep watching, you're ignoring what's happening. But consuming doesn't equal action. You're not doing the world a favor by silently panicking every hour. So, what can you do instead? Pick one time of the day, check a trusted source, that's it. No scrolling, no breaking updates, no alerts, just enough to know what's happening, and then give your mind a break. Number 4, overcomparing yourself to others. You know this one, you've lived it. You open your phone and suddenly you're staring at someone who has a cleaner house, a nicer body, a bigger audience, a more successful kid. You might even know they're curating it, but your brain doesn't care. It just registers they're better and you're behind. Comparison turns someone else's life into a mirror and you start looking at yourself like you're not enough. This is especially painful when you're already in a vulnerable place, when you're exhausted, uncertain, or going through something hard. Comparison doesn't just sting, it spirals. So what can you try instead? Be intentional with who you follow. Curate your feed like you'd curate your environment. And when you notice comparison creeping in, ask yourself, is this showing me something useful or just making me feel small? You're allowed to disengage from anything that messes with your sense of self-worth. Number 5, constantly complaining. Venting is necessary. We need to process our frustrations, name our struggles, and feel heard. But when complaining becomes the main form of communication with others or with yourself, it reinforces a worldview where nothing can get better. Your brain gets used to scanning for what's wrong, and the more you talk about it, the more real it feels, like the problem is in charge and you're just stuck underneath it. You might even find yourself getting frustrated with people who try to help because deep down, you're not looking for solutions, you're locked into the narrative. So what can you try instead? Give yourself space to vent, but with a boundary. Set a 5 or 10 minute window. Say what you need to say and then ask, what's one thing that I can do about this, even if it's small? You're not ignoring the problem, you're shifting your role in it. Number 6, not moving your body. When your mood is low, movement feels optional, like something you'll get to once you feel better. But in reality, movement is often the thing that creates that shift. Your body is deeply connected to your emotional state. When you're anxious or overwhelmed, physical stillness can lock in the tension. When you're depressed, not moving confirms the message that everything feels stuck. The goal isn't exercise, it's activation. You're reminding your body and your brain that you're still here, still capable of taking care of yourself. So what can you try instead? Forget the gym, stretch your arms overhead, walk to the end of the street, put on a song, and move in any way that feels natural. Movement doesn't have to be intense, it just has to happen. Number 7, eating whatever's convenient instead of what's good for you. We talk about food and body image all the time, but we rarely talk about food and emotional clarity. What you eat affects your blood sugar, your energy, your ability to think clearly. If your whole day is fueled by coffee, processed snacks, and adrenaline, it's no wonder you feel unfocused, irritable, and drained by 3 p.m. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest with yourself. Are you eating in a way that supports your mental health or just surviving? So what to try instead? Pick 2 or 3 go-to meals or snacks that are balanced and easy, things that feel nourishing, and prep them ahead if you can. The easier it is to choose well, the more likely you will. Number 8, overspending. This habit gives you a hit of relief. You're stressed, you buy something, and for a few minutes you feel in control, or at least distracted. But spending without intention often creates the very stress you were trying to escape. You open your bank app later and feel guilty. You start avoiding checking it all the time, and that sense of shame quietly builds. Spending isn't the issue. It's when it's being used to patch a deeper need. So what can you try instead? Create a budget that includes joy. Give yourself permission to enjoy small things, but do it consciously. That way, that pleasure isn't followed by regret. It's something you can actually hold on to. Number 9, saying yes when you mean no. This one is exhausting. You say yes because you want to be kind, or you're scared to upset someone, or you've learned that your role is to make sure everyone else is okay. But every yes that comes from guilt instead of alignment takes a little piece of you. You feel resentful, spread thin, and like your own needs keep getting pushed further and further down the list. Eventually, even the people you're trying to please don't get the best version of you because you're operating from depletion, not generosity. So what can you try instead? Let yourself disappoint someone. Let them be a little confused or frustrated. That moment is uncomfortable, but it's not harmful. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes to trust that your no is valid. Number 10, ignoring your feelings. This one is one of the most common habits I see. People come into therapy saying they feel numb, disconnected, or just off. And even when we slow down, it's often because their emotions haven't been acknowledged in a long time. We're taught to power through, to stay strong, to not be too much. So we dismiss our feelings. We minimize them or distract ourselves until they show up as chronic stress, panic, or burnout. But emotions don't disappear when ignored. They wait and they grow heavier. So what can you try instead? Start by identifying one feeling, just one. Maybe it's sadness or guilt or just feeling tired, and sit with it. No pressure to change it, just allow it to exist. None of these habits mean something is wrong with you. They just mean you've been surviving the best way you knew how. But now you're paying attention, and that's the beginning of something real. You don't need to fix all of these. Pick one that resonated, and try something different. Not perfectly, but consistently. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and see you in the next one.